Hello everyone, I'm Paul Dunley-Letter, the editor of CDN Computer Dealer News. With me here today is Jennifer Johnson, the Senior Director of Marketing for Ingram Micro Canada. And we're going to announce that we're going to have a Women in IT channel luncheon coming August, and thank you very much for sponsoring it. And my first question to you is, why do you want to sponsor an event like this?
Well, I think it's obviously really important for us to stop and recognize the women that are in the channel right now, the successful leaders in technology. But moreover, Mark Snyder, he's a big advocate for this. He's our general manager in Canada, right? And he's really challenged us to take this a step further and to also see how we can start to bring more women into our industry. So how are we going to get out there and influence women in schools to let them know that this is really a great opportunity, a great industry to get into?
So let's face it, IT is a male-dominated industry. But what were some? But there have been a few women who have broken through and been very, very successful. Who are some of the women that you've worked with that you admire and have really made an impact in this industry?
I'd say, there's been many. One that definitely comes to mind would be Marianne Ewell at CDW. And it's interesting because for me personally, when I look at Marianne, she's done the director of marketing role at a distribution company. I think she was with Tech Data. And then we watched her leave there. She moved into a vendor role, which was very similar. She moved into, I believe, a VP of marketing role with one of the prominent vendors, Toshiba, right? And then she moved into CDW, and I think her role there was a mix of marketing and procurement. And now, looking at her, she's really leading the business, right? She's the general manager for Canada. So, personally for me, as a woman in the industry and having a marketing background, I mean, when I look at somebody who's kind of gone through the ranks, not only that, but graduated out of marketing into running the operations, that's pretty aspirational for me.
And Marianne was one of our 20 leading women in the IT channel ecosystem that we featured in our latest issue. But let me ask you, Ingram is showing tremendous leadership in sponsoring this luncheon. What should other high-tech companies do? Should they do the same?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think for the most part, most industry or most companies do recognize that this is critical, and they are doing different initiatives. But I would say to get involved, and I also, I would challenge others to make sure that not only from a company perspective, but as women from an individual perspective, we really need to take some accountability. And whether it's through mentorship or, educating young women coming up out of school, it's critical for us to, start to mentor and to empower young women coming into the field. When you look at it, we're really paving the path for the generation that's going to be the leaders. And I don't think it's any shock to anybody to say that women are great leaders. They're very great communicators. They're excellent collaborators. So it's to all of our benefits to have more women in our industry.
Well, I echo those comments as well, and look forward to the luncheon in August. We don't have a firm date yet, but we will. Jennifer Johnson, thank you very much for coming by here. Really appreciate it. That's it for me. I'm Paul Dunley-Letter, the editor of CDN Computer Dealer News. Thanks for watching.